What's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, your 24-hour day. I'm your host, Brendan Abbott, with my co-host, Nigel Patterson.
Hello, everybody.
Nigel, what is good, bro? You haven't been on the show in like a week and some change, actually.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back on the show?
It's a day.
It's a day.
It's a day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
After a lot of begging from you,
I
I decided to...
You're something else, yo. You're really something else. You are something else.
But I got text messages.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
About what the topic is?
Nah, I've been straight, though. It's been great. It's been a long time away.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah. The show has missed your presence.
No, it hasn't.
It hasn't.
People are like, oh, click. Let me go ahead and get out of this. I'll wait till Monday to bring this just back.
Come on, man. Chill out. Chill out.
Let me apologize to everybody now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
What have you been up to in the past 2 weeks since you haven't been on the show?
School.
Huh?
School.
Yeah, tell the people your rundown, what your schedule's looking like. A lot of students tune into our show.
Wait, nobody's a student in the summer.
What do you? They're summer classes.
Some people.
Nigel, you're a student.
I mean, no, but most people aren't in school in the summer. Most people are enjoying their summer
I can name
vacation.
3 people off the top of my head.
Okay.
I can.
Anyway,
there are many students right now taking summer classes.
It's not. It can't just be empty.
You said classes?
Campus.
Oh, I mean, how full was campus when you were there for the fall? I thought but you told me you never saw,
I mean, that's surprisingly. Well, we'll talk about that later. But I actually gotta tell you about that.
Okay.
I mean, it's been pretty busy. Monday I have class 6 to 10. Tuesdays and Thursdays is 9, 12, and 6 to 10. And it's repeat the rest of the week pretty much. Wednesday's the same way as Monday, and Thursday's the same as Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Man. How is it, like, the bog of, like, just a 3-hour class?
Oh, it's so boring.
I know.
Oh, it's just so long and boring.
Yep.
Oh, like, remember my night Tuesday class isn't bad. But religion, that joint is boring.
Really?
I'm just gonna fall asleep.
But I feel like they give you some interesting facts.
It's an interesting class. Don't get me wrong. But if it was a 1-hour class, it would be perfect.
What religions does it cover? Does it cover all the
major ones?
The major ones?
Yeah, like we just talked about. Well, it's of the Western world. So it's not religions, I should say. Of the Western world. Yeah. So we covered. So we covered. Who did we cover? We covered Hindu, and now we're covering Buddhism.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. It's interesting stuff.
Huh. I remember I took my religion class. Like, it was
a religion class.
Yeah, I took
intro to religion.
I think I took world religions, or I took something. I think I took world religions or some philosophy. It was interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah, it's interesting. I mean, people. If it wasn't 3 hours, it'd be straight.
It's 3 hours were kills,
bro. Once it gets to 2 hours, I'm checked out.
Really? I don't doubt it because when I was in my old music theory class, I took music theory. Freshman year, you just taking electives?
No.
Oh well. Trust me, this class was a bog. You want to talk about just trying to get through? That class was a bog, bro. Like, and then we had to read the textbook. I tell you, I opened that textbook about 3 times. Like, there were so many times I wasted money buying textbooks just because of the fact that I was like, man, am I actually gonna put effort to reading this textbook? Like, I read it. I just want to. At first, I was like, man, let me learn more about music. So interesting, man. It was not the kind of music music. I didn't care who made the first chord. I didn't care about none of that. Like,
what was I gonna say? Like, it's just the thing is about the class. It's just it's a big lecture. Like, it's all. It's a lot of talking. There's nothing she can do to avoid it. It's just a lot of talking in the class. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you get talking. It's like I'm just like my head. Like, on Thursday, my head was nodding. I know my eyes were getting heavy. And I was just like, yo, if I didn't snore, I'd be knocked out in the back.
If I didn't snore
and it disrupt the whole entire classroom.
Oh, come on now.
Nah, yo, you've been there.
I have.
Yeah, you have.
I have. Yeah. There have been my fair share of times where I've been just utterly slumped, and I mean, like, it's like I'm suffocating on air.
I don't want to be that guy.
I mean, but
I don't want to be that guy. It's that simple.
Look at it this way.
No. I'm just not gonna be that guy.
At least they know you're in tune with your inner self.
Yeah. I'm trying to act interested if I can.
Okay, and on other news, there's breaking news alert.
Actually, interesting news.
I wish I had a breaking news alert little button. I need to invest in one of these.
You gonna say the interesting? What's the breaking news?
Can you give me an interesting news alert sound?
Can I do that? Will we get copyrighted?
Yeah, you know.
Go ahead.
I'm all the sound.
I couldn't think of anything else.
Where's that from? Like Good Morning, like I don't know. Okay, breaking news. Fast moving graphic. Today is National Donut Day.
Oh, shut the heck up, man. I thought you were gonna say Chiefs released Macklin.
Oh no, it's National Donut Day. That's the biggest news of the day. Yeah. National Donut Day, Nigel.
We haven't talking for like 10 minutes. We haven't talked about sports yet.
We haven't talked about one ounce of sports.
I don't think about sports.
Yeah, I don't think we've even like broached anything sports related.
I'm gonna continue that by saying I finished The Flash.
Really?
Yeah, I finished The Flash the day after I left here, actually.
God damn, bro! You left here like 1 o'clock.
I left here at 2. I left here at 2. I watched it till about 5. Woke up at 7 and we kept watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was okay.
Okay?
It was okay.
Oh, come on.
It was okay.
This most recent season.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I understand why you said it was okay. This I think of the 3 seasons of the Flash, I say this is the most season.
Yeah. Worst villain, easily the worst villain to me.
Really?
Yeah, he was cool at first, but
What was it about it? Like how they took him out, or like?
I mean, that was whack too, but just everything about him. Like he wasn't as cool as Reverse, and who he wasn't as big of a shock as Zoom. Really? The only thing I felt that he was cooler about was
his armor.
Nah, when he was running. It would be like the blue, like it would go through like he was traveling through time. Like he had that one was dope, and he was. But I hope they don't bring us. They said they're not going to bring a speedster for the 4th season, so I'm like, finally.
I think they actually hinted at it in the episode.
What?
When the whoever the person that's Savitar or the villain, I guess whoever hasn't watched it.
So the guy hates spoilers.
Yeah, my fault. He says at one point. He says, "Oh, I remember this room. This is where you all make the stuff to beat DeVoe. DeVoe's another, he's another Flash villain. So he was inkling at the fact that DeVoe would be the next big major villain. DeVoe is pretty much just like he's like kind of like the trickster and the Riddler. He's called like a genius, like a master thinker. So he overthinks a lot of things. So that in turn will be.
And they gotta stop bringing these speedsters in.
These speedsters?
Yeah, like come on, like what's the kid's name?
The Rival?
Oh, not his ass, but the other one. No, I'm just saying.
I respect. Come on.
He looks stupid. Who's Kid Flash?
Wally?
He's already fast as Barry is. Like, yeah, come on.
Yeah, I know.
No more speedsters.
He got talent,
but come on.
Why are you hating?
Barry's
on
still lying in the beginning of the show. Like, I just wanted to be the fastest guy in the show for more than an episode. That's all I want, man. Like, just be fast. Like, just let Barry have his moment.
For those of you who don't know, Nigel was referencing the fact that that's what I said. For those who don't know,
he still is not.
For those of you who don't know, at the beginning of every episode of The Flash, Barry Allen starts it off by saying,
"Not every episode.
Well, most episodes of The Flash, he starts it off by saying, "I am the fastest man alive."
But I should be fair. It is referencing into the future.
It is, yeah. It is referencing the future. So in the future,
it's been 3 seasons. Like, let him just be fast.
He got wheels.
He got wheels, but I mean, come on. Well, he got it a month ago. And he's as fast as Barry is.
Oh man.
Let's talk about sports though.
Okay.
Actually, get to sports.
We will get back to National Donut Day though. Okay, y'all. So to jump into things, obviously the main topic of the sports world buzzing right now was Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The epic matchup between the two titans that everybody's been waiting for. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the reigning champions, and the Golden State Warriors, the two champion from 2 years ago, who added Kevin Durant. You know, you add Kevin Durant to a 73-9 team. A lot of people were speculating, what would the team look like? The team looked like a 113-91 victory over the Cavaliers. The crazy thing is, when you look at the box score, we take a look at each person's stats. Let's look at the Cavaliers first. Kevin Love, 15 points, 21 rebounds on 4 of 13 shooting from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range. LeBron, 28 points, 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 8 turnovers. He shot 9 of 20 from the field, and then we get down to Kyrie Irving, who got 24 points, 2 assists, had 4 turnovers, and was 10 of 22 from the field. Let's go down to, and then outside of those 3 players, nobody else on Cleveland scored in double figures. Then we go down to Golden State. You have Kevin Durant, 38 points, 14 of 26 from the field. He had 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and no turnovers. One of his best all-around games of his career. Then look at Steph Curry, 28 points. He got 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 11 of 22 from the field, and 6 of 11 from the three-point range. And those 2 were the only guys to get into double figures for Golden State. But they were just so dominant that they didn't really need help from the other guys. Like Klay Thompson was 3 of 16. Draymond Green, 3 of 12. Combined, the 2 of them were 6 of 28. So, I mean, when you look at it, it was kind of a subpar game for the Golden State supporting cast. But in essence, they didn't even need those guys because they got a big performance from the guy they brought in to take care of them in those situations, Kevin Durant. So when we look at the totality of the game and the total team stats and numbers, Cleveland shot 39.9%, pretty much 35% from the field. Golden State shot 42.5%. Golden State attempted 20 more shots than Cleveland. They shot 106 shots, and Cleveland shot 86 shots. Golden State took 61 shots in the first half. They were on pace for 122 shots after halftime. And then rebounding, Golden State got out-rebounded by 7 rebounds by Cleveland, 67-60. But the real painful thing, it seems, for Cleveland would be in the turnover differential, where Cleveland turned the ball over 20 times to Golden State's 4. So, Nigel, looking at those numbers I just gave you, I mean, what do you think about Game 1 and all the things that happened in Game 1?
Would we say it's a good game? Would we say it was a good game?
In terms of competitiveness?
No, in terms of entertainment value.
Entertainment value?
Yeah. Did
No.
you enjoy... Okay.
I mean, I enjoyed watching Kevin Durant go off.
And
Steph. I kept watching the game all the way through.
In totality. So it was an enjoyable game, and you watched it all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of competitiveness?
Well, I kind of watched it for this, so I could have a first-hand account of it for the show.
You didn't answer the question. You answered around the question, but you didn't answer the question.
What do you mean?
It's yes or no question.
In terms of
competitiveness, was it a good game?
Yeah, it was a good game.
Shut up! No, it wasn't. It was terrible.
Oh wait, in terms of competitiveness.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness. No, it wasn't. Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay.
First quarter was.
Yeah, that's great.
Second quarter too.
Yeah, that's great.
8-point game.
So, yeah, it didn't feel like 8 points though.
Okay.
So, I think I'll make a point, and you can make a point right after me, I guess.
Okay.
A first point would be that I don't think they have an answer for Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool when Kevin Durant had teammates you didn't really have to pay attention to. Andre Roberson, I'm talking about you.
Yeah. Andre Roberson.
Thabo Sefolosha before that.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Martin before that. Kendrick Perkins, etc. So you can help off those guys and help with Kevin Durant. You can't do that with this team, really.
No, you cannot.
And as great as Kevin Durant is, as a one-on-one scorer, you're talking very few people I take over in history. So I just don't see how they can check Kevin Durant in this series, really. Even if LeBron has a great defensive game, which he didn't, he was awful. But even if he had a good defensive game, I still don't see how they slow down Kevin Durant, really.
I saw a statistic that when LeBron defended, whoever LeBron defended shot, or LeBron's total, whoever LeBron guarded shot 58%.
It was bad.
Yeah, total defense.
Not even like help defense or anything. He tripped man defense. He was taking bad angles. He was late on stuff. It was an awful game by LeBron.
Kevin Durant is the anomaly in this. He really is unguardable. He's better than he was 2 years ago when he went up against LeBron, and now you can't help off of anybody to guard him. And one of the worst parts about it is that everybody. This is essentially what everybody wanted to see when you started the season out with talking about, what was the pitch Golden State made to Kevin Durant? This is probably exactly the pitch they made to him. I don't know what kind of videos they showed him, what kind of editorial stuff they might have showed him. But imagine that in the pitch meeting when they went to go see him in the Hamptons, this is probably what they pitched to him, saying that, hey, if we go up against Cleveland or a team of that caliber, this is how much space you'll have to operate with. There were multiple times Kevin Durant got dunks in the first half, wide open lane to the basket on many occasions, and there were times he was mismatched on Kevin Love or Kyrie Irving, but guys were so scared of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson being able to shoot their 3-point shots that they stuck to them, like to the jerseys of them, and they didn't even help off of them. So it kind of creates he's a walking mismatch, even for LeBron James. LeBron is what, 6'8", 6'9", 250. Kevin Durant's like practically a 7-footer. I mean,
he is 7 feet.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's so tall. He can dribble. He can pull up with either hand. He can go left, right. He has unlimited range. It's pretty crazy all the offensive capabilities he can do. And then you're seeing another part of his game that's been underrated in terms of his playmaking. I mean, he comes out with 8 assists and no turnovers. And one of the things that I've noticed at Golden State, they're starting to let Kevin Durant run the fast breaks. And what they're doing is that they let Kevin Durant. That's why he had such open lanes to the basket, because Kevin Durant would run the fast break. Steph and Klay run to the corners, and that's when you see the occasions when there's nobody in the lane to defend the guy. Even though you always pick up the ball, I think that was just defensive breakdowns by Cleveland. But you always make sure you pick up the ball when somebody's coming down the lane. Now, what do you think about Cleveland's 20 turnovers? Like, that was very uncharacteristic of them. I mean,
I think that's in part being disengaged, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron had 8, and I think some of that was he was driving in the paint, looking to pass instead of looking to score at times, which led to a couple of turnovers in there. And then LeBron's just sloppy with the ball sometimes himself. So I mean, I don't think he's gonna average 8 turnovers for the series. But I'm not shocked he had 8 turnovers. I look at this game. They walked in. They kind of had the Raptors mentality of, we always lose game 1, whatever, it's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. And it kind of, anyone that's kind of close, it was kind of like, yeah, but so what? It's still game 1. We're still, probably a good chance we're gonna lose this game. And they never looked fully engaged in it. Especially LeBron, who's the main player on their team. He just never looked like how he did in Boston, where he was like fully like putting my foot on their throat and gonna go ahead and crush him.
Yeah, it was weird to me because, and like there's a funny stat I think I saw. It was LeBron in the first half. LeBron took 8 free throws, or in the first quarter, either one of the two. For the rest of the game, he only took 4 free throws. So obviously, he made a point to be aggressive and attack the rim early in the game. But then that kind of died down as the game waned on. I don't know. I mean, I saw him trying to make attempts to go to the basket, but you really saw the evolution of Kevin Durant's defense, because you saw Kevin Durant LeBron trying to take it to the basket on Kevin Durant. And while LeBron can out-physical Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant is so long, LeBron has to keep adjusting to Kevin Durant going to the rim. And so when he's adjusting to him, it's messing up how he's able to finish at the rim and stuff like that. And then when they put in a guy like JaVale McGee, who's a shot blocker and rim protector, it affects LeBron's shot, affects Kyrie's shot. I saw on multiple occasions that even Golden State stole a play out of Cleveland's playbook, where they started putting Kyrie in the pick and roll, and then they would force the switch with Kevin Durant getting defended by Kyrie. And if Kevin Durant's getting defended by Kyrie, that, as Shaquille O'Neal would say, that's barbecue chicken. So you started being able to tell that it was just, they were kind of getting hopeless at one point. Now, what can Cleveland do defensively to try and defend Golden State? Because it seems like it got to a point where they just didn't have an answer for them.
Pray.
Said pray.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you look at it. I mean, yeah, Steph and Kev had great games, but Klay had not Klay. Did I say Klay?
You said Klay.
Oh, I meant Steph. Sorry. Steph and Kevin Durant had great games. What did Draymond and Green do?
Draymond was 3 of 12.
What did Klay do?
3 of 16.
If they play anywhere near their average, this is a complete another blowout.
So you don't think there's anything Cleveland can do? You don't think there's any chance?
I mean, it's like, I look at all of it. They missed 15 layups. They still outscoring 42-16, I think, in the paint.
Yeah.
What they do? What they shoot from 3? Do you have it up still?
Golden State or Cleveland?
Both.
Golden State shot 36.4% from 3. Cleveland shot
12.
Oh, Golden State was 12 of 33. Cleveland was 11 of 31.
I mean, it ties in with Klay having an off night and Draymond having an off night. You still shoot 36. You still hit more threes than Cleveland does. And offense, defense, I genuinely don't see what they do. They tried this game. They said, you know what, we're gonna take away the 3, and then Golden State got in the paint constantly on them.
See, but I don't think they meant to like because they started letting Kevin Durant get going because think about it, they didn't even touch the paint. Like he literally had 3 or 4 occasions where he went to the basket and he was just playing wide open. So
yeah, I think no, there was like I said, there were some plays that were just disengaged, and I think that was a lot of them. Kevin Durant had like 6 dunks I think in the game, and how many of those were just open runs to the rim?
Mm-hmm.
I think those will get cut down. But at those at the same time, those getting cut down, something's going to either give up. I mean, Clay is not going to be 3 of 16 the whole series. Draymond's not going to be 3 of 12 the whole series. Something's going to give. One of those two is going to give.
Okay, so if you had to make a defensive adjustment, because think about
Draymond Green wide open.
You said leave Draymond. That's what I've wondered. I'm like, why does it seem like they're so poignant on sticking to the chest of Draymond Green? When I mean, I know Clay is struggling, but you don't want to give a guy that naturally is a good 3-point shooter a chance to start getting hot. Like Clay has just been missing shots. That's all it is. I think he's truly just missing, and I don't think you want to give him a chance to get in that rhythm. But yeah, why are they not? Why do you think they're sticking to the chest of Draymond Green the way they are?
I think it's a feeling out. I feel like it was a feeling out game. I feel like they were just trying to see. They tried something different the first game. I don't think they're gonna continue sticking to Draymond like that because they know they have to make some adjustment. When Draymond's on the court, you'll leave him open, and when Andre Iguodala's on the court, you'll leave him open.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, he was struggling when he hit the 3 in the first quarter. I was like, well, see how this is going. Guys hitting 11% of his threes in the quarter, hit a contested kind of
leaning 3.
Yeah, leaning buzzer beating kind of 3, and it's just like. It's gonna be that kind of night.
Yeah, it wasn't good for Cleveland at all. Do you think they really miss Steve Kerr at all?
No.
Rumor has it he could possibly come back to coach in game 2.
I mean, if he does, I mean it's great. I mean, do I think it's gonna change anything? No, not really. Do I think that's gonna blow out Cleveland a little bit more? Sure, maybe.
Well, do you think he should come back to coach if he's not fully healthy? Like, I think it's better if he. I don't think he should come back, and then if he doesn't think he can go, then go back out again. Like, I think if he's going to come back, he should coach the rest of the series rather than popping in and popping out. If he does, because I heard that's what he didn't want to do in the first place. That's why he just sat himself out for the duration of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And then now, according to reports by Ramona Shelburne, he's feeling good enough that he could come back and coach in game 2. He was probable for game 1, and he just decided not to go. But he could possibly be out there coaching in game 2. Which would be Sunday.
No, if he's not healthy, don't come back. I mean, this team's gonna win without you, regardless. Just go ahead and take your rest. Keep your back fine and healthy. Let Mike Brown coach his first championship.
Okay, so one last point to this game.
Do you think it'll make a difference if he coaches or not?
In terms of tight games, yeah, maybe tight contested games.
Okay. let's have a tight game first.
Well, see,
let's have a tight game first.
Well, think about it. Excuse me. This is how the series was playing out last year.
You keep saying this, and I keep going back to the same point.
What?
Last year, a lot of things happened that allowed them to come back.
No, I'm talking about in terms of how we started out with Golden State blowing out Cleveland.
Yeah.
And in game 2 they blew out Cleveland.
Okay.
And then game 3 Cleveland won at home. So I'm saying last year, if we're doing a parallel, Golden State blew out Cleveland last year too. So I think at this point they're like, okay, we beat on them. But it's not something we should really overreact to because it's kind of scary that they won by 22 points and they can play a lot better.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like I really don't see. You said what was your prediction?
Cavs in 6.
Okay. You gonna stick with that?
I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, good on you.
Huh?
I said good on you.
Yeah, man.
I love that you're keeping the KBR being wrong streak wrong.
What do you mean?
Right, keeping it going.
Honestly, I'm pulling a Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick the team I want to win because I feel like I'll jinx them and then end up losing. So I'm gonna pick the opposing team. Make a reasonable pick.
They don't need you to do that. I mean,
they do need me to do that.
They don't.
Because anytime I actually try to pick a team right, they also want to fail.
You picked the champion. Didn't you pick the national championship game right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but I actually care about this one more.
You picked the Super Bowl right.
I did. But I care about this more.
And you picked the that's all you picked right. That's all we picked so far.
Yeah, that's all I picked. But I cared about this more.
But okay.
Did we do the National College Football Championship?
Yeah, you picked Clemson.
I did pick Clemson.
You did pick Clemson.
Wow, look at me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm on a hot streak.
You are. That's what I'm saying. Why? I said, why are you ruining it by picking the Cavs?
I don't care about that.
Oh, come on.
I just want Golden State to win.
So, all right. So that leads me to.
Okay, if y'all want to hear my actual
no. I want to. Before we do that, I want to hear. I want to hear your opinion on this. Was you don't want to hear that because you don't want to hear Michael Jordan being. You don't want to hear LeBron Jordan comparisons all summer. Okay.
All summer.
So would you rather? So what you're rather going to hear instead is that Golden State is the greatest team of all time. All summer instead.
Yes.
But you're okay with that.
Yes.
And you're going to be okay with that continuing for probably the next 2 or 3 years.
Well, yeah, because of the fact here's one black mark on the Golden State being the best team of all time thing. Because they were 73-9 and they lost.
No. Now they're going to be the greatest team of all time.
This team could arguably be the greatest team of all time. That's a fun debate. They got 4 All-Stars on the team. I mean, how am I going to argue that?
Okay.
They got 4 All-Stars and 3 All-NBA players.
Okay.
That's a great case.
Okay.
I'd be interested in that. You wouldn't be?
Not really.
Really?
Not really.
I mean, I'd rather listen to that than listen to the LeBron stuff that will take place all summer.
I mean, it's just going to be, instead of replacing LeBron, it's just going to be KD and Steph Curry. And if this team becomes a dynasty, you're just gonna be the same point again.
Great.
You're just gonna hear the same point again.
Dynasty.
No, you're gonna hear the same thing again. That now Kevin Durant's Michael Jordan. Could he be catch up to Michael
they're not gonna give Kevin Durant that. No,
okay.
They're gonna give LeBron that.
Okay.
LeBron's the one that they've been trying to prop up as the chosen one. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. But I mean, if Kevin Durant wins like 3, if they get 3 in a row, and Kevin Durant's Finals MVP, if he gets going. He's Finals MVP 3 times.
They're not going to put him over Jordan. They're not.
No,
they're not.
Go ahead.
You know they won't.
Go ahead and think that.
It took LeBron going back home,
go ahead and think
winning
that.
the ring against the 73-19 for him to be put back in the conversation.
That.
Come on.
Every great player at their peak win player gets compared to Jordan. It's just the right.
I haven't heard one Kevin comparison.
Not yet. He hasn't won a ring yet. But.
No, I'm talking about even in terms of like scoring ability.
It's absolutely that's a conversation.
Nobody's brought it up this season.
They're going to. He has
been all LeBron and Jordan.
Because it's LeBron right now. As soon as LeBron. So I said this to you a week ago.
You did.
As soon as LeBron loses,
I think.
I did. As soon as LeBron loses this final series, LeBron's not gonna get it. The goal comparison's done. It's not. They're gonna shelf it because now they're gonna start slowly building up Durant. Because they know this team's going to win maybe another ring, maybe 2, maybe 3, depending on how it goes.
Well, why would they build up Durant rather than Steph?
Why would they build up Steph? He's not going to have the longevity to do it.
Steph?
No, he's not going to have the longevity.
But Steph will have more accomplishments and more.
Yeah, but
there's the thing. People compare. If you want to compare peak, they might take Steph.
Peak, that's fine. But we're talking career, though.
And you're saying longevity. Steph's only been in the league for 7 years, and 3 out of those 7, he had those amazing seasons.
Yeah, and he also had those injuries before that.
No, he did. I'm just saying. He
doesn't have three legendary seasons. Great. Mm-hmm. Kevin Durant already has 4 scoring titles.
He does.
He has an MVP.
Steph has 1.
He has 1.
Yeah. Steph has 2 MVPs.
He has 2 MVPs.
He already got a ring.
He got a ring. If Kevin Durant's going to win Finals MVP this year,
Steph was on the 73-19.
He was, and they lost. That would be a point right there. They lost. They'll be like Kevin Durant was the savior.
Kevin Durant, come on!
No, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If this team goes on a run, Kevin Durant will be they couldn't get over the hump without Kevin Durant. He was the piece they needed. There's no way they could have got past LeBron without Kevin Durant.
Oh, stop it!
And then we'll slowly start happening. I guarantee this will start happening. That they will start making the case.
Keep this point because this is a great segue. All right, y'all. When we come back from the break, we're gonna talk about how big is the gap between LeBron James as the best player in the world and Kevin Durant being the second best player in the world. Stay tuned to see what we think on KBR Sports, the best sports talk show in your 24-hour day. And remember, National Donut Day. Get you some Krispy Kreme and bring me some Krispy Kreme.
Kevin Durant's the best player in the league. 38-8, no turnovers.
Come on.
LeBron seems